Welcome to MES College, Marambally, e-learning.
Hi students, I am Dr. Swapnavi Muhammad, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of Business Administration, MES College, Marambally, Alva. Today I am dealing with the topic market segmentation, which is coming under the topic marketing management of MG University, Kottayam during the third semester. We all know that marketing management is happening with the identification of the needs of the customers and ends with the satisfaction of those customers with a usable product at the right time, at the right place and at an acceptable price. I will tell you in detail what is market segmentation. The process of disaggregating a market into a number of sub-markets or segments is known as market segmentation. Market segmentation rests on the recognition that any market is made up of several sub-markets or subgroup of consumers distinguished from one another by their varying needs and buying behavior. It is feasible to disaggregate the consumers into segments in such a manner that in needs, characteristics and buying behavior, the members would vary significantly among or across segments, but would be homogeneous within each segment. There are a number of benefits from market segmentation. First one is it facilitates proper choice of target market. Target market means we can select those markets where we can have maximum benefits out of it. The second benefit of market segmentation is it facilitates tapping of the market. That means it helps to predict the responses from each segment, and it also helps to develop marketing offers that are suited to each group. The third benefit is it makes the marketing effort more efficient and economic. The resources of any firm are limited, and we can utilize these resources in such a way that we can get maximum benefit out of this market segmentation. And also we can see that it would benefit the firm if the efforts were concentrated on segments that are the most productive and profitable ones. It also helps to identify less satisfied segments of competitors and succeed by satisfying such segments. The fourth benefit of market segmentation is it benefits the customer as well. The firm can anticipate the wants of the customers and the customers can anticipate the benefits of the firm. Next, we will learn about the basis for market segmentation. The first base for market segmentation is geographic segmentation. The climatic zone, region, state, district, and we can also segment the markets based on urban or rural area. The second base for market segmentation is demographic segmentation. The major demographic variables are age, gender, marital status, family size, race, religion, community, language, occupation, income, education and social status. While analyzing these demographics, purchasing capacity or price preference forms one of the most significant bases of segmentation. In segmentation, it is the consumers who are classified, not products. And the third type of market segmentation is psychographic segmentation. Major psychographic variables we are taking are, the first one is personality traits, then attitude, then lifestyle, and the last one is value system. And psychographic segmentation helps in positioning or repositioning of the product, and it also helps in new product launch and brand extension. Among psychographics, lifestyle is a major base. And the fourth type of market segmentation is buyer behavior segmentation. Different customer groups expect different benefits from the same product, and accordingly they will be different in their motives in owning it. There are regular buyers and special occasion buyers, light users, medium users and heavy users, enthusiastic users, indifferent users and negative users who are showing negative attitude towards their product. And the fifth type of market segmentation is benefit segmentation. That is, the customers are expecting different types of benefits from a particular product. If we are taking the example of Omni van, we can see that there are customers who are using it as a passenger vehicle and there are other customers who are using it as a goods vehicle. And the sixth type of segmentation is volume segmentation. That is, there are bulk buyers and small scale buyers and the regular buyers and one time buyers. That is, the volume segmentation means it is based on the volume of products or volume of goods the customers are buying from the market. So, after market segmentation, we can see what is market targeting. I have already told you in the benefit of market segmentation, that is, we can select the target markets based on the market segmentation. That is, target market signifies only those segments that the marketer wants to adopt as its markets. If we are considering the example of bath soaps, we can see that there are two segments, premium segments and popular segments. If you are taking the example of Dove soap, it will come under the premium segment. If we are taking the example of Lifebuoy, it will come under the popular segment. So, based upon the market segmentation, we can launch our product within a premium segment or a popular segment based on the characteristics of the customers who are expecting from this benefits from this market segmentation. We can evaluate the segments based on 5 criteria. First criteria is it sizable? That is, volume of sales we are expecting from this particular segment. And if you are getting a positive answer, you can select that market segment. And the second criteria is it growing? That means whether we are having enough growth potential in that particular market segment. And the third criteria is it profitable? We are doing a business, so definitely every marketer would expect a considerable profit out of this segment. So, the third criteria we are going to analyze this segment is it profitable? And the fourth criteria is it accessible? So, that means whether this segment is accessible to a manufacturer or a marketer. If the answer is yes, then you can select that market segment. And the last criteria is whether this segment is compatible with the firm's resources and capabilities. Resources means the financial resources and the capabilities means manpower capabilities. If the existing financial resources and the existing manpower capabilities are matching with the challenges the marketer is expecting from the segment and it is compatible, we can access that market. So, these are the 5 criteria we are using to evaluate the segments so that we can select the target market based on the answers we are getting out of this criteria. And the last thing we have to learn from this market segmentation is market gridding. Market segmentation disaggregates the market based on the characteristics of the customer. Market gridding attempts to divide the market based on the distinctions in product function. So, students should keep in mind that in market segmentation, it is the characteristics of the customers we are taking as a base for segmenting the market, and in market gridding we are dividing the market based on the differences in products. So, that is all about market segmentation. All got a clear picture about the basis of segmentation and the benefits of it and the target market, etc. If you have any queries related to this topic, please feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you.